Good morning. Happy Tuesday. All right, this morning in math, we're going to begin with counting dollars. And then I wanted to show you what some of them look like up close. Now, these aren't the real thing, but they're magnetic. So there's a $1 bill. Here's a $5 bill. Trying to get it without a glare. Here's the $10 bill. And here's the $20 bill. Now, boys and girls, there are others. There is like a $50 bill. And there is also a $100 bill, okay? So, anyways, but I don't have those. Anyways, when we were counting cents, you know how I had you put the letter C with a line through it? Okay. And that's because that's the symbol that you use when you're using coins, only coins, okay? Because you don't have dollars. When you just have cents, you just use the C symbol with the line through it. Now with dollars, you're going to use an S with a line through it. And that's what it looks like right there in the little bubble right there, okay? Now, I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna show you 3 different ways that you could possibly count dollars. Okay, and then you're gonna have to choose which one that you like to do the best, okay? All right, so numbers 1 through 6, that's what you're working on today. All they're gonna do is they're gonna give you some dollar bills and they want you to count them. Now, the dollar bills are not put in order, but just like with coins, you're going to want to put them in order, okay? Now they don't have room in the book to do that. So when you're counting them, you're just gonna kind of make sure that you kind of go from, in order, from the highest value to the lowest. Now, if you wanna get your brain book out and redraw them in order, that's up to you, okay? Now, you can't see this, but I'm gonna show you what I have. This is a 10, this is a 5, this is a 5, this is a 20, and this is a 1. Now, what's nice about the bills is you don't have to label them because they're already labeled. They already have the numbers on them, okay? So, I'm going to show you how I do it, okay? First of all, I'm going to start with the one that's the highest, which is 20. Now, here's what I do. I write 20, and no, that's not a label. You will see in a minute. 20, and then I'm going to go here to the 10 because that's the next highest, okay? So, in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, I have 20, what's another 10? 10s are easy to count by. That's what's nice also about the bills. So now I have 30. So you see how Miss Black put 30 up top, okay? Then I'm going to go down here to my 5, and I'm going to add 5 to 30. All right, so now I'm at 35. Now I don't have room, but I do out to the side. So, wherever you have room. 35. And then I have another 5. Okay, well, what comes after 35 if you're counting by 5s? That's right, it's 40. So I'm gonna write 40. And then I'm gonna go to my last one. It's 41. So boys and girls, my answer is 41. And notice where I put the dollar sign. The dollar sign goes in front. When you have bills, the dollar sign goes in front. When you're counting coins, the cent sign, which is the letter C with a line, goes at the end, okay? Now, if you notice, I'm not doing dollars and cents together. We'll do that on another day, and I'll show you how to write that. Now, let me show you another way that you could have done this. So let me get rid of these. Okay, so I only have 120, right? Okay, so watch what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna write 20, and I have one 10. Okay, so I'm gonna write 10. And then I have two 5s, of course, 5, 10. So that's 10, and then I have one 1. Now, some of you probably already knew what I was going to do with this. Yes, I'm just gonna turn it into a math problem. So 0, 0, 0 plus 1, of course that's easy, is 1. 2 plus 1 plus 1 is 4. So my answer is $41. Okay? Now, the last way to count it, and you noticed I waited till the end because I wouldn't do it this way. You know how I am about doing everything in your mind, because sometimes your mind forgets where you're counting and you make mistakes. That's why, personally, how I showed you step 1, that's how I like to count it. I like to write it as I count. 20, I'm gonna model that one again. 20, 10 more, 30, 5 more, 35, another 5, 40, and one more, 41. That's how I like to do it, because I can see it as I write it. And you know, my mind doesn't forget where I'm at because I'm writing it down. Okay, let's go and let's do another one. Let me get rid of this just in case we need some room. All right, so I have a 5, I have a 1, I have a 10, I have a 1, I have a 10, I have a 5. Okay, see how they're all over the place. All right, I don't have any 20s, so my highest is my 10s, but I have 2 of them. Okay, so I'm gonna start here, and I'm gonna write it over here because I have more room over here. So 10, and then I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna write 20, and then I'm gonna go down here and I'm gonna add 5 to 20. That's right, it makes 25. And then I add another 5 to 25. This is why you learned how to count by 5s in kindergarten. And that's right, and that makes 30. And then I have 1, 31, and one more, 32. So my answer is $32. Okay? That's the way I like to do it. Now I'm going to show you another way. All right, so I don't have any 20s, but I have 2 10s. So 2 10s makes 20. And then I have 2 5s. 2 5s makes 10. And I have 2 1s. 2 1s makes 2. So 0 plus 0 plus 2 makes, that's right, 2. And 2 plus 1 makes 3. And that's $32. Okay? And then, of course, the last way is where, oh, I'm wondering, did I do that with you on the last one? I don't remember. Is where you do it in your mind. And so you would just simply go like this. 10, 20, 30, 35, well, 10, 20, 25, 30. See, boys and girls, I made a mistake and I did not do that on purpose, seriously. And you know what I don't like about this? If you don't write things down, you're going and you go, did I already go here? Like, that's what I was doing. I was sitting here going, okay, wait, 10, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32. Okay, see, that's why I would rather you not do it that way, okay? You rather do it like this, 10, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32, like mark it and count it as you go, or make yourself a math problem, okay? Because doing it like I did it the last way, which is simply counting it, you lose track. You can't remember which bills you've counted and which ones you haven't, okay? So that's how you do 1 through 6. It's just simply dollar bills and you're counting them. Now, I'm going to take these away because I'm going to need my space up here when I do number 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, before I do that, I'm going to show you something. When you are writing an answer, when you're counting bills, there are two ways to write it. I'm going to show you the short way, and then I'm going to show you, I don't want to say the proper way, but it's the, I should say, the best way to write an answer, okay? So I'm going to take the last one. My answer was $32. So I showed you, you could write it like this. That's called the shortcut. This, I'm just going to say, is the proper way. That's really the proper way to write it. $32. What that means is this little decimal right here. This is your dollars and this is your cents. So what that means is I have $32 and no cents. And you didn't have any cents. You had no coins. Okay? So shortcut, and then, you know, I just like, I like the word proper because this is just, I think that, in other words, boys and girls, this is how I would write it, okay? In your book, you're going to see it like this, but you have a choice. You can do it either way, okay? All right. Let's go to number 7. Number 7 says this. Patty has $32 in her purse. Draw the least number of bills. Now, boys and girls, we had that lesson back when we did coins, when you were trying to make me cents. And I said, what is the least amount of coins that you could have in my hand? Well, the same thing here. What is the least number of bills that you could put in my hand to get me to $32? So, just like, I'm just going to put some up here, just like we did with coins, Miss Black is going to put these in order up here. I'm going to put a little bit of each. All right, so just like I taught you with coins, you're going to want to start with your highest dollar bill, which is a 20. Can you use a 20? Does 20 go past 32? No, it doesn't. So you can use a 20. Now, just like with your coins, I said to do this. Try another 20. Can you use another 20? 2 and 2 makes 4. So 20 and 20 makes 40. That's right. So no, you can't do that. So then you're going to go to your next dollar, which is a 10. If I add a 10 to 20, what will that be? That's right. It's 30. Can I do that? I can, because I did not go past. Now, can I do another 10? 30 and another 10? No, that makes 40. So you can't do that. All right, my next dollar is a 5. I'm up to 30 so far. Can I add a 5? No, that would be 35. Too much. So I'm at 30. Let me grab one. 31, 32. So boys and girls, that is the least number of bills that you can use to make $32, okay? And it says to draw them. So in your book, you would be drawing the least number of bills. All right, next one. Number 8 says, show how to make $23. Okay, well, boys and girls, it doesn't say the least. It doesn't say use the least number of bills. It just says, show me how to make $23. Well, boys and girls, there's so many ways to make $23. You could draw 23 $1 bills. Now me, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't draw 23 rectangles. And oh, let me show you. When you draw a bill, you're gonna make a rectangle, that's right, and you just simply put on the inside what it is. Like if you were making 23 of $1 bills, that's how you would write it. And you'd make 23 of those across your paper. I would never do that, but you might. So I'm gonna do some fives. I like fives. So 5. Now here I'm gonna draw it just so you can see me draw it. So let me get rid of number 7. We're done with number 7. Okay, so watch me. I like fives. So 5. Another one, 10. 15. 20. Ooh, I'm almost there. 20. Okay. 21. Oh, I didn't make that very long. 21. 22. 23. Okay, so see, that was one way to make 23. I'm just going to do one more. What about using my $20 bill? Why not? 20. Well, all I need is 3 more. 21. 22. And 23. So, do you see how I did that? Okay, pretty simple. All right, many ways that you could do that. All right, let's go to number 9. Number 9 says, Ben has one $20 bill, one $10 bill, and 2 $5 bills. Can he buy a toy that costs $42? Well, I am going to draw. So I have one $20 bill. I have one $10 bill. And I have 2 $5 bills. Okay, so I'm going to count. And notice I put them in order from largest to smallest. Okay, 20, 30, 35, 40. So Ben has $40. Can he buy a toy that costs $42? That's obvious. The answer is no. He would need 2 more dollars. All right, I'm going to show you something because when I count money, I kind of like to do this. Anytime I have 2 5s, I think counting by 10s is easier than counting by 5s. So if I have 2 5s, what I do is I like to join them together like this, and then I call it 10. Okay, notice how I did that? I kind of joined them together and then I made that become a 10 because we know that 2 5s makes 10. So now when I count, I go 20, 30, 40. Much easier to count by 10s than it is to count by 5s. But you know what? It's up to you how you want to count. That's just what I do, okay? All right, the last one is number 10. And number 10 says, Pam buys a gift that costs $23. She gives the clerk 2 $20 bills. And then I have a little question because I didn't have enough room to write it. So the question says this: what bills is she going to get back as change? Okay, in other words, she's going to get money back because the gift costs $23, but she hands the clerk 2 $20 bills. So Miss Black is going to draw 2 $20 bills so I can see it. You know me, I like to see things. I know some of you like to do everything in your mind. All right, 2 20s. All right, I know what that equals. That equals $40. Well, she's giving the clerk $40, but she's only buying a gift that costs $23, so she's gonna get some bills back. So I wanna know what that is. So, wow, okay, so you know what, I'm just gonna tell you, I know what I would do. I'm giving the clerk money, and he is taking away money from me, okay? That's what happens when you go to the store. When you hand somebody money, they're taking some of that money away. And if you don't pay them exactly what it costs, then you're going to get what we call back change. So it's a subtraction problem. So me, what I would do, I would turn this into a subtraction problem. Okay. Hope you remember all those little steps. Okay, remember that think. Okay. So, starting in the ones place, 0 minus 3. I'm going to think about that. I have 0. I'm trying to take away, my brain says I can't do that. So I need to go regroup because I need some more ones. So I'm going to take one of my 10s, that's right. You're going to hear me say it. I'm going to break it apart into ones. That's right, there are 10 ones inside a 10. And I'm going to add them to the 0 that's here. So 0 plus 10 makes 10. Now I have enough ones. 10 minus 3 is 7. And then I go to the 10s place. 3 minus 2, I think about that. Can I do that? Yes, I can. All right, so boys and girls, Pam is gonna get $17 back. They wanna know what bills could the clerk hand me? They're gonna hand me $17. So I'm gonna do it this way. I'm gonna start with my highest bill. I can't have a 20, that's past. So I'm gonna start with a 10. Can I do another 10? No, because that would be 20. So then I'm gonna try a 5. If I had a 5 plus 10, yes, 15, I'm almost there. And naturally I know what's next. And then $1, 16, and then another $17. So those are my bills, boys and girls, that I would get back as my change. Now that one was number 10, and that one was a hot one, your higher order thinking one, okay? All right, so boys and girls, that is math today. Have some fun with your bills. Now I'm sorry you don't have bills inside your baggie because I didn't have them to give out to you. So it's just kind of a drawing time today, all right? You have whiteboards, use them, draw, use it to, experiment and play around with, all right? Have fun, bye.